Fear of failure is good. Fear of failure will keep you up at night.
What's up, RicoCap family and traders, back again for another weekly recap video. And what a week it was for us, right? So this week was a pretty big week, and that was because we had, of course, a lot of earnings going on. We had Fed members kind of, talking early in the week. We had core CPI, which was the big one, and PPI, also unemployment claims. Powell was speaking Thursday as well, and then just core retail sales, a couple other, news on Friday. So I'm going to get into kind of what happened with the market on QQQ and SPY, how we navigated it, and then kind of how we ended the week as well. So buckle up, sit back, and let's get into this. So right at, I would say, Monday, right? As you can see real quick, right here, 11:11 on Monday. And you see the first 3 days were just complete sideways range chop, right? We didn't really start seeing movement out of this area until Thursday, Friday. So I'll definitely get into all of that. So starting with Monday, was a pretty easy day for us. This is where I kind of shine the most, and a lot of people on Twitter or people that lead show their weaknesses and holes in their game. So we actually saw Monday, we popped out at kind of newer all-time highs pre-market on QQQ. So coming into this, we're, Monday, a new week, all-time highs pre-market. It looks strong. Everyone is probably thinking, we're going to rip today, keep going higher, things like that, but not me. I told the team, of course, we've done this a million times. I told the team, look, we have CPI, Wednesday, PPI, Thursday. We have something that's a catalyst that is the market's going to wait for. I don't believe we're going to close up here higher for QQQ, and I don't believe we're going to climb higher. So we saw SPY and Q rip up into supply zones. I did like this on QQQ. So right at open, I already told the team we're gonna get.
Just give me my money. Yeah. Just give me my money. Yeah.
A knife down to close the gap into our first target, 514, 513. Possibly we go lower to 512, and then I knew we'd come down to 511, 510, and that's just because it's weekly range. So I knew this was our end game for Monday, kind of, hit that zone. And that's exactly what happened. So of course, right at open, we slammed 15 contracts on the small account challenge. And this was a bank holiday too. So I knew, a lot of money was on the sidelines, transactions haven't settled, money hasn't settled. So more than likely we're going to range. We got filled QQ 514 puts. So this was our target right here. We did lottos too. So $80 right here on the fill. Knifed it straight down, and of course about right here they're already at 189, so we're already up over 200 or 100%, 120%. Move down to our next target right there. We're mostly all out, stops with a buy on just some runners. Lowercase h pattern, we ended up slamming some more down here on the ride down. Easy stuff. We tagged this demand. At the time, of course, it was a demand, and then we pushed right back up, V shape, closing it right there. SPY not too strong at QQ, so we kind of made note of that as well. So kind of keeping that in mind as well. We saw kind of going into, I would say, Tuesday, the next day, right? So we pushed back up into the supply. Very easy, I would say. And this is kind of how we did it too. So we kind of pushed back up, and things were very, in retrospect, very easy. But once you're kind of looking at it, you see the wicks on each side. It was just extreme chop until we got back down here where we ended up taking some puts.
Brother, what's that?
It was very tough, right? We were trying some things up here. And of course, SPY, in retrospect, you see it tagged, and then we just kind of faded. It was pretty tough, I would say, but our biggest winner was IWM. So IWM, we saw gap up on Monday, 11:11, and it didn't fill the gap. So we kept an eye on that. Tuesday, it was it. We saw market was pretty weak. As we start climbing down right here, right when we get to our trigger, and so we were already eyeing this. This was a high conviction setup. I have this in the Discord. for members, high conviction setup right here. And we were going for, like I said, IWM. So this was something I posted, and we absolutely killed it on that. Let's see if I can find it. We're already all the way up here. TSM. I don't post a lot of these, but when I do, it's time to go. So IWM, right? We saw the gap and go today. I'm interested in the gap below. If market doesn't go higher, range into CPI, PPI, possible IWM comes right back to close the gap, and that's exactly what we're aiming for on that Tuesday. So it was time, right? They kind of tried to fake out people maybe aiming for that gap at open. It pushed up, no trigger yet. Didn't tell the team till right about here. Told them, get ready, here we go. Like I said, below 240.22, we're slamming that, some puts, and we're waiting for the gap fill all the way down. And that's exactly what happened. So 240.22 right there, we slammed those puts. We actually slammed the 239s tomorrow dates, and we just absolutely banked on the way down. Trickled down on the 15-minute. It was about an hour, almost 2-hour trade, an hour and 30 minutes. Just absolutely dumping to our demand, filling the gap, even going lower. We slammed some, like I said, 239 strike puts, tomorrow dates. So it was the 13th expiration, just 1 day expiration. Got it for $105. They all the way went down to 200 plus. So easily 100% gain on that. Very, very well done. And even cool the next day how we gapped up inside the gap again and then filled it. So really nicely done there. So moving on to, I would say, the next day, let's see, we actually sniped NVIDIA, right? So this was actually what we saw on the 12th, so the next day. So pretty much the same day as IWM, but this is what we did right at open. The IWM came right after. Kind of a little bit later in the day, but right at open, I did this live for the team, of course. At open, we opened up above our 146.50 level. We knew we'd run to 148 up here, and that's exactly what happened. Slammed them at $105, $100, right? So got the NVIDIAs 150. Knew we'd run up here. End of weeklies, of course, and they ran to 230 plus, easy right there. So we slammed that at open. I did that on live, and then of course, we waited for this banger as well, and that was the 12th. So going into the 13th, this was Wednesday. Very, very tough because CPI came out, and we pretty much just kind of, ranged a little bit there. Very, very tough day for us because the market didn't really do too much. I think we tried to go long on SPY here. We had this demand. We went long at open and we came down, and of course it stopped us out. We went lottos. So we're expecting to hit this demand and come right back up, and it just pretty much hit our 20-30% stop. We keep stops 20-30%. That's fine.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
We tried it and it didn't work. We kept the stops tight, and then of course, we kind of grinded all the way back up. It took all day, but it did it. It ended up hitting our target up here. Frustrating, right? Some members won on that trade. Some members didn't. You had to be, depending on your entry, or after me. It was just kind of a tougher day. We tried some other stuff too, like one more trade, and it hit our stop again. It was just the options weren't moving with the stock too much, and that's just, it happens, right? It happens. In retrospect, our levels worked, right? We broke above all-time highs, hit that 515, and then rejected right down. It was all good. This night, I rallied the team, and I got everyone together, and I was like, look, we started this strong, and we're going to end it strong. Sure, Wednesday seemed a little rough for a lot of us. People were trying different things. Members were trying to do other things. Trying to tell everyone just do less because obviously the market didn't react to CPI, and so it's waiting for PPI tomorrow. Rallied the team, and I told them, look, we're inside of a flag here on SPY and Q going into Thursday. If we break above, we're going to all-time highs, we're slamming calls. If we break under, we're dumping and we're going puts. So be ready. So at open, we ended up opening right here. We pushed up on SPY and Q, as you can see, but both were hitting levels, and I knew we're more than likely just going to knife down. So we absolutely slammed some QQQ puts, some 509s, I believe. No, I think they're the 511s. I'm sorry. We pushed up, and then of course they went in the money down. We got them for like $1. They went 150 plus. I liked it for them, and then of course look how much Fed, Powell was talking. It was just nasty wicks. Look at that. It was just constantly trying to mess with us, but we knew we'd come down to our next target of 506, 505 for Q. SPY 2, where it finally wasn't until the end of the day where we finally start hitting our target there with a little bit more volume, but they're fighting it on the way down. So again, I told the team going into Friday, we got to kill this. I see a kind of a flag here again. If we open up under this, more selling is coming. So be ready. And that's exactly kind of what we did as well. We slammed the 589 SPY puts right up here, right at open. It rejected our 590. Rode it all the way down. Beautiful move. Got it for $99. Went to 400 plus, over 300%. We actually slammed QQQ as well, right down here as we knifed under the demand. Ran, got it for $100 too. That was ran to $400 plus, obviously, and absolute monster kind of day to end the week as well. But also, what I forgot to highlight too, Thursday, right? So Thursday was pretty tough. We're doing less. I had a high conviction setup on Mara, and that's exactly what we got. So after the IWM going into Wednesday, I told the team, let's keep an eye on this, right? This was right here, Wednesday. Let's keep an eye. As Bitcoin kind of cools off, Mara has a pretty decent gap below, and it could be a banger play for us, especially knowing how Mara contracts are. They're dirt cheap, and the stock moves a little bit, those contracts move. So below 21.16, we're slamming the 21 put for weekly, or the 19 put for next week, but we ended up going this week's. Gap below, starts at like 21 hourly demand, ends at 19 whatever. So we saw it opened up, and as we're doing less, with the market, I was trying to tell everyone, protect gains, capital. This was the PPI day, so not much. Or I'm sorry, this was Wednesday, so the tougher day, right? We tried some things with SPY and Q, those hit our stops. This is where we had to lock in. So as we're getting closer toward the end of the day, I said, look, guys, Mara's happening. Let's do this. And I sized up on it. So as we crossed over the 22.52 right here, I know I said below 21.16. I just had to take a stab at this, knowing we're crossing this level. So if we got down here, we'd be in a really good situation where we could put stops above buy, and we're up on the position. Let's just see what happens. So right at this crossing mark at 22.52, I slammed the 22 put. And we rode that all the way down in the money, and those ran from $75 all the way to about 140 as we're getting down here. As we're getting down here, I ended up rolling down to the 21.5 puts, getting those for like $90 as a swing, and for everything else, we're swinging into the next day. So this was kind of risky, but I expected us to eat most of the gap, and that's exactly what happened. At open, right? Overnight, we kind of pushed up. At open, they started pushing up against us. We hit 22.95. Everyone, members was like, do we cut this? What are we doing? Where's the stop on us? Because at this point, we're kind of down on this position as our runners on the 22, and then our fresh position on the 21.5. We started pushing up, and I told everyone, stay calm. They're just trying to fake us out. Looking at Bitcoin's not ripping, so stay calm, let's do this. And of course, in the same 15-minute candle, we knifed all the way back down. We're up on our position. Those puts went parabolic, of course. Like I said, we got the 22 puts, $75. Those ran for 200 plus. We slammed heavy size, of course. Again, the 21.5 puts, got those for $90. Those ran for 150 plus. Members absolutely loving that, killed it right there. So absolutely killed it. And then of course that was Thursday going into Friday, and I let you know what happened on Q and SPY. Just two positions, shorts at the top, and we rode it all the way down, puts all the way banked for us. So absolutely crazy way to end the week. And let me show off some member gains to kind of show y'all how we really went through this, right? So let me start by kind of like Monday, and just go from there and highlight some of these members that absolutely showing up and killing it, day by day with my plays. So Sammy right there already up beautifully, right? Pac-Man, 79 bucks on the day, beautiful. 3 contracts, SPY, out, 2 profit small. Okay, there we go. Strictly following signals, thanks Rico. We killed it right there. Beautiful QQQ puts, right? That was Monday gap fill, so easy stuff. Quick 87 bucks off Friday's SPY call right there. Mike killing it. Nathan again, Bank of America as structed, right? So we had a high conviction setup on Bank of America too, that I could not get filled on. We're too busy shorting QQQ. But Nathan not only caught the Q puts, he caught Bank of America. Beautiful setup, high conviction, made a quick $185 off a few contracts. The man. There we go. Not a bad day so far. Late on the last trade, but sometimes being late pays off. Ocho flexing about 700, 800 bucks. Never ending wonder right there. 87% on the trade. There we go. That boy Jacques getting 40% on those puts. A little something. Green is green. Pac-Man 150 up on Tuesday. Blue do 12% on the day on his portfolio. Holy NVIDIA. Rico is him. That was the NVIDIA play. Beautiful. Live trading is fire. So did a lot of this live trading too. There's some NVIDIA stuff. Got out NVIDIA too early, but there we go. 28 ounce killing it. Menace, of course, killing it. Mr. Ditch right here, 865, bringing it up 11%, 89 bucks. That's beautiful. That boy Jacques, 16%. Runner. 3.45% on the port, 28 ounce, killing it. We got a Harvier, I'm not even sure how to say it, but 3K on the day. I think he bought the IWMs. Banger trade right there. Absolutely killed that, right? Burks flexing 400 bucks. Lamborghini 2020 right there. Beautiful. Nathan again, back again. Thanks. From now onwards, gonna take a day off at work to trade your high conviction setups. Absolute banger. About 500 there, about 200 there. Beautiful. Mr. Never Misses 69 up 100% on the day on his portfolio. ET with IWM and NVIDIA. Beautiful. Bitter killing it with futures. Ocho flexing those NVIDIA gains. That boy Jacques killing it with IWM, around 100%, of course, on his position. Levy live trading is well worth it. Up 2% on the day, about 200 bucks, and loving that. Mike showing off some gains right there. I believed in Rico 2380, and that was at Mara, so he was up on that way before anyone else. He killed that. Paying attention. Blue Dew up 6-7%, 8% on the day. That boy Jacques 12%, 13% on his portfolio. 2.5%, 28 ounce. Took Mara shorts, 15 cons. There we go. I'm flexing a little bit of QQQ gains. Nathan right there, another beautiful win for him, about $600. Beautiful. ET back on the right side today. He got 500 on QQ. Mara, he killed it. Google, quick play for him, and then a SPY, my play, 94 bucks. That boy Jacques, 20% on his day. Beautiful. And of course, he double dipping on the Maras. Double dipping. CJS always shows up and performs a quick $500-600 on some QQs. Beautiful play. Same QQs, 84 bucks for Nathan. We killed it on QQs. CJS past month up 6%. Today he's up 15%. Look at that, beautiful. Space or not, went rogue today, but played off that SpyX level, so killed it on some calls. Dan, the man, back again. Rico told me not to trade today, so I had to full port my first play and a nice amount. I told him not to trade. I usually told him Fridays are kind of usually bad price action, but actually it was a really good play, and of course he banked off it. Jabber, $800 off my SPY puts. Beautiful. Nathan again flexing about $300-400 bucks. Beautiful. Luke up a cool 3-4K right there. Easy money. He goes hard. Luke's been going hard, crazy on some of my plays. I tell him to size down, but man, he full ports. No, he doesn't full port. He just knows how to be a trader. He knows how to enter with size, stay calm, trust my plays, and bank. He knows what he's doing. Mike the trader showing off some gains right there. That boy Jacques almost up $200 on a single play. That's easy. Good stuff. Ocho killing it with Tesla right there. 28 ounce, 4.6%. man, it's just compounding. Blue Dew, I was not scared. Both plays worked, and he's up on the day. Beautiful. ET, the SPY and Qs, beautiful. GoPie 46.45, he's up $354. Thank you so much, of course. So members were absolutely killing it. It was a tough week, but we outshined and we brought it together and killed it. Trusting the zones, trusting me, and trusting that we're gonna, end the week strong. No matter how much they try and test us with maybe some range and sideways action, once it finally breaks out, we're gonna absolutely kill it. We're gonna make do with our levels, and we're actually gonna keep crushing it as well. So beautiful week, tiring week, long week, but a profitable week, and we absolutely killed it. So appreciate those listening that are members, a part of the team. This is why I do this. If you want to be a part of the team, wap.com/RicoCapital gets you access to everything in Discord. Become a member, have fun with us. We're talking nonstop in here, of course. I have live trading and things like that. So if you want to sign up, like I said, wap.com/RicoCapital. I got plenty of services for you. Get over there. Just open it up, right? It brings you right to the access. Membership gets you, of course, my live trading, access to the zones, and then, of course, anything member stuff. Voice Live, different service. Hear me do things live. Watch my screen. Do it live with me. We got one-on-one mentorship, 15 days a month, once, whatever you need. I got you. Mindset coaching, Discord, support RicoCapital if you wish, and, of course, the zone. So whatever you need, guys, I got you. Let me know. That's the weekly recap for the second week of November. We're off to a good start, and so we're absolutely going to keep it moving to close out this month beautifully. So if you like this, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, show some love. This is the weekly recap, and I'll see you on the next one.